going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Back on the Fireblade. This is like my third maybe time riding it, I think, something like that, third or fourth. And look at that, believe it or not, a hurricane is going on right now, and of course I decided to ride. So yeah, it was raining way harder. You guys can see the clouds. It's supposed to be stormy for this whole weekend, believe it or not. I don't know, I might put it in the intro, might not, but on the news, Hurricane K is the name of what's going on. Alright, I was getting a little distracted because he was filming and it's raining at the same time, and I'm new to this bike, and I definitely did not change my traction control in all these settings, which is set on the like lowest settings. So I should definitely be a little bit more careful riding. And now I'm glad I wore the hoodie. It's actually warm, believe it or not. This storm is super weird. It was like so hot that like I was wearing the hoodie and I'm like, nah, I took it off. And then I remembered, because I have ridden in the rain before, I remembered that like the rain hurts when you're going like speeds on the freeway. So I was like, you know what, let me just put on my hoodie, and even if it's hot, at least I won't be hurting from the rain, which is exactly what's happening. I rolled up my sleeves and I was like, ow. But yeah, the weather has been insane. There's been fires like literally almost every single day. All of yesterday, like I did some like new, I don't know if you saw in the intro, but like I have cleaned up the garage pretty much. I got me like a new toolbox and all that, and I left the door open because it was like 100 degrees while I was working in the garage. The problem is that like because of all the fires, it was like ash everywhere, and it's almost like, you know how like it's almost like snowing ash, if that makes even sense. It literally looks like snow, and then when you like get really close to it or touch it, it's literally ash from all the like fires and stuff like that. And yeah, this whole weekend, that's when the hurricane is supposed to be. I just can't take this hurricane seriously because they named it Hurricane K. And I'm like, how ironic that well, by the time you guys are watching this, it's probably like already passed and later. But I announced that I'm hosting my meet on Sunday. And that same day where I announced that I'm hosting the meet, literally like a day after that, they said that like the Hurricane K is happening, blah, blah. And it's like nearby where I live, so let's hope no tornadoes or anything come by around here while I'm riding this new bike. New title, top speed through a hurricane. Oh, that Lambo though. I guess I should have expected traffic because, you know, it is raining and people do not know how to drive. I honestly should not be driving in the middle as much because these lines that you guys see right here are already slippery, and with the rain, since it hasn't rained in months, it's extra slippery. All the oils and stuff from the like ground are coming up, and so yeah. Oh my god, and I keep forgetting that it's not GP shift and I'm downshifting instead of upshifting, and the bike kind of jerks because I'm not expecting to downshift. But comment down below, do you guys ride in the rain? I don't know if you guys can even like hear or see it, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of relaxing, especially when it's not cold, like when it's warm like this. The only problem is cleaning the bike after this ride. I know that's gonna be miserable. Last time I did it, I was like, okay, I'm not doing that again, because I rode the V4R in the rain and I made a video about it, yeah. But it was like super close. I didn't go anywhere far. Hopefully, I was hoping for like cool crazy clouds and all that because of, you know, like the storm slash hurricane. So I was hoping to go like, well, I didn't even tell you what we're doing. We're actually putting on radiator guards. We're switching this bike to GP shift. A cool thing that Honda offered is that you can actually switch. There's just a little puddle right here. You can actually easily switch this bike to GP shift simply by like moving. There's like a hole in the shifter for GP shift, so you can just literally switch the shifter from one hole to the other. The problem is in the other hole, the GP shift one, they didn't even thread it, so we have to like thread it before like matching to switching the shifter to GP shift. I'm like, what the hell, Honda? Like, you made it easy, but not really. unless you have the tools to thread. Oh my, I'm just looking at my hoodie and I didn't realize how drenched I was. But yeah. What the hell, move. Jeez. That's a problem with quiet bikes. Cars don't see you coming. So yeah, they made it easier, but not really. And we're putting on radiator guards for this bike. I always preach about those because, you know, there's a lot of rocks where I live and they're getting kicked up all the time, so I don't want to destroy my radiator and have to worry about like a potentially $800 to $1,000 job. Instead, just buy a radiator guard for like 150 bucks and get it installed. And it cleans up the front look of the bike too. So we're going to be doing that, switching to GP shift, installing a battery tender on this bike, because this bike, I don't know if it comes with a lithium battery or this specific one had a lithium battery put onto it. Whoa, helicopter. That'd be crazy flying in the rain. Kind of scary. But yeah, we'll hook it up, so in case I do need to charge this bike, hook it up to a battery tender, I can. It's those connectors that go onto the battery. We're gonna do that. The radiator guard, switch it to GP shift. What else? Oh, I had that little oil cap that I already put on, and I have a few parts coming for this bike, like the Rizoma stealth mirrors. I got some lever guards, which I'm hoping they would fit. Bro, that's one thing I wanted to talk about this bike. I thought it's a Honda, you know, it's a Japanese bike. Parts should be available, but I didn't realize that, like, for example, the R1M is essentially an R1. It's the same body. The M1000 is essentially an S1000, you know, they're all the same with, like, you know, upgraded parts and engine components and stuff like that. This bike is completely different. It's kind of like the H2, but the problem is that, you know, the H2 is a very popular bike, so a lot of companies make parts for it because, you know, it's kind of like the halo of super bikes. But this, on the other hand, is not as common of a bike, so like it's been so hard finding parts. Like, just for example, like trying to get lever guards, which you guys have seen in some of my videos, they're kind of like things that go like this and protecting your levers. Just those things I couldn't find anywhere that sells pretty much a pair for both sides. Everyone sold the brake side, which is understandable. If you guys do not know what they do, okay, I don't want to get stuck in traffic. They pretty much protect your brakes, so they're pretty much mainly for track use. If you get really close to someone, blah blah blah, and like you get so close that you tap, you know, like if you hit someone, those protect you from, instead of that guy hitting your brake lever, they'll hit the lever guard. And honestly, even with lane splitting, it's kind of similar. Like if you got that close where it was gonna tap your brake, which is dangerous, like imagine like a high speed and you just taps like that. That is not a good day. So even when you're splitting lanes, like it'll be nice to have like some protection for your levers. And of course, I like the way they look, because you guys know how I roll. If they don't look good, then I probably won't want them, but I think lever guards look really good. I actually might be putting them on the V4R as well instead of those mirrors, since I don't ride that bike as much. But oh my god, it's like raining a lot now. Like my bike is drenched. Yeah, it was way more chill like minutes ago. Now it's like bad. Oh, and I remember that it's like kind of bumpy up here, so we'll take it slow. Bumpy, rain, new bike, with pretty much no traction control. Not a good combo. I'm literally drenched. Like my entire hoodie is, I look like I jumped in a pool. But look at these views. I don't know, I think riding in the rain is kind of fun, to be honest. Besides the aftermath of having to clean your bike and you being drenched, just going for a like ride casually, and besides the danger facts because it's so slippery, it's fun. So yeah, I forgot what I was talking about, but I was talking about something about, oh yeah, like how parts are like just not available. Lever guards, one of the like most basic parts, you know what I mean? It's nothing. Whoa, it definitely feels more slippery. Like my brakes do not grip as good as they used to. Just a little bit. definitely don't want to be breaking traction, that's for sure. Yeah, I had to buy these parts from like all the way in Italy, which is weird because it's a Japanese bike, and it's just funny that an Italian company makes parts for them but no companies anywhere else do. So I just found that kind of like odd, that like it was so hard finding parts for this bike. And yeah, same thing with carbon fiber, like no company makes carbon fiber for this bike. Like it's so hard. I have the like rear mudguard in carbon fiber, but I'm trying to get some more, like for example these. You guys know I always like to do the inlets in carbon fiber because, you know, they just look good because you see them all the time. I was debating doing this whole like red piece, but I kind of like this, so I might do carbon and see if I can find this sticker and kind of just get that in carbon and replace like the Honda emblems. It's just, I have to get the stickers, emblems, blah blah blah. So that's why I'm not like very sure about doing this piece, but it would be nice. I definitely want to do this piece, but as I said, like same thing, I can't find this anywhere. Maybe the front mudguard, tire hugger, so just like, you know, the little things here and there. But even for like these basic stuff, I found like a couple companies, but they're very like not popular, and I don't know if I can trust them because I like getting high quality carbon fiber. So it's definitely not been easy ordering parts for this bike, even though I already ordered a lot for it already, which I ordered like chain adjusters, lever guards, as I said, axle sliders, quick release gas cap. I want to get like a lever, a matching lever, so on my clutch side you guys see the CRG carbon lever on there, but on here I have the Brembo master cylinder, which is upgraded for this bike, and I want to get like that same carbon fiber CRG lever on this side, but I'm not sure if it fits or not because it doesn't say, like nothing specifies if it fits this bike, because it's so new and it's very different from like all the other bikes. Like there's no Honda that's like it, you know what I mean? It's not just an upgrade from the double R, like the whole body, everything about it is like very, very different. So I just have to be like pretty careful with that. And I just realized that my clutch like grips all the way up top. That's like where my friction zone, like all the way up here. Nice, going through all these puddles. Fun stuff. Let's look at the bike in the rain with all the lights on. Drenched. Yeah, this bike already has like aftermarket seat, the tail tie D. This is the carbon piece I was talking about. I do want to get rear sets. This is what I just put on earlier. Lever guards, I want this lever. Definitely the Rizoma Stealths, I already got those. What else? There's a lot of stuff that I want to do to it. This in carbon, or maybe, ooh, I think I saw somewhere where they make this whole piece like all the way here. What is that? I'm so confused. Oh, it's an airplane. Oh my god, look how dirty this water is. You'd think rain is like washing your vehicle, but nope. Nope. It's, oh my god. There you go, now I'm regretting it. Look at all this mud and dirt and everything. Yeah, I got like the chain adjuster thing. This is what I was talking about. All you have to do is switch this from here to here to make a GP shift, but this is just a clear hole. It's not, there's no thread, so this bolt can't go in there unless you make threads for it, which is very stupid. I want to get like a sprocket cover in carbon, engine covers in carbon. Yeah, the front tire hugger. There's a lot that I want to do. I just can't find parts like anywhere. But this is going to be similar to the Aprilia and the R1, where I don't put like too much money in parts into it, because I don't know, it's like, as much as I love it and it's one of my dream bike collection, it's not like my favorite, you know what I mean? Like the V4R, the H2 and the M1000. Even the M1000 wasn't, it's pretty much just the V4R and the H2. Those are my two favorites, so those I go crazy on. All the other ones I do tasteful mods here and there, not crazy redesigns like the V4R, for example, where it's full carbon, or the H2 where all little details were replaced. But yeah, I'll update you guys. How are you doing? Once we put on those radiator guards on.